Peace, quick little think fast. Matter of fact, I wasn't even planning on doing this video, but just kind of hit me as a little, just a good little insight. You know, some as above, so below perspective. I was watching this movie. In fact, this show on Netflix called Black Mirror. Not in, how I say, not talking about trying to watch or anything, but because I'm watching the first episode. But anyway, they had a situation pop up where there's some kind of scandal, and they trying to, stop the news, like basically pay off all these news places and make sure they don't do the story. But then it's like, hey, they broadcast this video on YouTube. It's spreading all over the place. Twitter, I don't think it's Instagram, but if it was, what I'm saying, it'll be on there as well. But just showing how, as above, so below, we create all of the things that we create, especially on a technology level, in essence mimics our bodies, what I'm saying? And a computer, a CPU, it's just like our body, what I'm saying? And in essence, like how, on the computer screen, you could bring up a picture of the redwood forest. That don't mean the redwood forest is actually in the computer, but it could access pictures, information from all over. Same thing with us, what I'm saying? I can envision the redwood forest. It doesn't mean the redwood forest is necessarily in my in my body or my brain to that extent. What I'm saying? The same thing. But with like social media or just the internet in general, like how it represents the collective consciousness. And like right now, how you seeing like with Aquarius age, so people getting information, but also you're seeing a lot of scandals, and just information coming up to the forefront. When I think about like how substantial situation with Terry Crews, you know, with the Hollywood situation and him getting touched at this Hollywood party, kind of just showing, but just all these little different situations coming up to the forefront, and just like in the analogy to the movie, where you like trying to, stop it from all the eyes from seeing it, but because, the internet and social media and everything is so prevalent around the world, it's like you don't even need the news in essence, and it's like it's a light shining on everything, regardless. And also stepping to the point why it's just again indirectly, as above so below, how our consciousness move, the things that we dealing with kind of move with that same type of consciousness. As far as like, right now is the time to be extremely authentic in our being, not for internet purposes, for ourselves, being extremely authentic, but then, because in essence we're gonna be connecting. So say for instance we becoming extremely authentic because the veil is getting thin. We're becoming more sensitive to energy, so we could pick up on each other like lies or misleading vibrations. Excuse me. We're gonna be able to pick up on that we're gonna be able to pick up on that from each other more and more. Excuse me, more and more. I ate some celery too fast. Got the water vibes burping. But we move into a place. See, when I go to just sidetracking too much. Where was I? I'm gonna get back to it because I know I wasn't finished with. Excuse me, dang. Raw and uncut. Anyway, I was speaking to. Well, I guess just again, I was speaking on how as above, so below. The collective, like in essence, again, with us having to be authentic, us having to be ourselves in essence, being in alignment with our true selves, and again, with the energies becoming more and more, like I say, the vibrations are raising on a level where we're being able to be more sensitive to energy and be more aware of our extrasensory perception. But with that, comes this how can I say, this transparency, transparency. There comes this transparency with the raising of vibrations, the raising of energy. We're gonna be able to read people more and easily. So as above, so below, that manifests into things being exposed more easily, or where so many different avenues of exposure on the internet. It's kind of mimicking how we gonna be able to read the energy regardless. So you get exposed on the internet as a result of that as well, compared to like when we just keeping it real about all the things that we done in life or did, or whatever, like, but we just have no reason to be overly bashful or hide things. It's just bringing things to the forefront. I just thought about how the social media, or just the internet, mimics that vibe. And the internet is in essence, a direct correlation to the collective consciousness. Because if everybody thinking about a certain thing, that's gonna be the most popular. And since, say for instance, Google is the most popular search engine, one of the words that pop up, on the suggestive vibe on the Google thing is what's on the airwaves a lot. So in essence, it's displaying, indirectly what's going on in everybody's minds, in essence. The collective. Matter of fact, and that's why the news and all these different little avenues that those precious use on the media level, to kind of see what you're aware of. They check the little numbers, see how aware you are, then they try their next little move, or they have to fall back a little bit because they see you becoming more aware. They can't run the same bullshit on you no more. But it's all through your awareness. Remember, awareness is the light. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no more hide. Can't run away from ourselves. Gotta love our shadows. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now I'm about to chill. Peace.